It's been 11 years since my first calisthenics competition, so let's check it out. It was summer 2013 and I heard that there will be a big calisthenics competition in my city, so I decided to participate, and in fact that was my first time participating. Till that moment I was mainly watching this type of events, getting motivated, but this time really wanted to see where I'm ranking, especially having in mind that it was my second year in calisthenics. So at this point we had pretty big competitions that I remember were taking all day long to finish it, and we had over 100 participants that were taking part. We had also a reglement of 2 rounds per 1 minute, so right now I'm gonna go with 2 of my rounds, starting with the first one. In fact, we had the possibility to choose either P-bars, either bar, so there was no way to actually do any combinations and get the possibility to use all the playground. So I actually started with a swing to a handstand that was not with the best technique for sure. I mean, this is considered as a banana handstand today. Yeah, and from there was going down to a straddle planche, and in fact that transition was not really smooth. I had to lean a little bit more forward, yeah, but usually during competition exactly this technical part sometimes are missing, especially if it's your first competition. Yeah, and the interesting thing, since over here I'm doing a straddle planche, is that at this point for me it was easier to hold a straddle planche from a handstand going down, rather than just doing it by the regular way from the ground. I just felt the technique a little bit better. Yeah, that's what I remember for 2013. So let's see what's happening with the straddle planche. Yeah, the elbows are a little bit bended, but again, for that time it was totally fine. And I want to show you guys that it's not really mandatory to be perfect every time. It's okay to allow yourself to have at least 70-80% of the good form, especially if in your trainings you're doing also easier progressions where you can actually focus on the good activation. And in fact, that's what I was doing. I mean, yeah, that was my best skill level that I showed to the people, and for me it was really hard to make it in a good way, but on my trainings I was really focusing on the basics, on the good activations and all these kind of things. So yeah, I had actually a pretty good hold this time. Then after that went for a swing to a handstand and handstand push-ups. And I remember, guys, at this point how hard it was for me, because I was really rarely training combos and I was more like focused on single attempts. Let's say single attempt on a straddle planche and single attempt on a handstand push-ups. And here I really felt how hard is making combos, this type of combos, the need of endurance training and all these kind of things. And you can see how skinny I used to be. I was like 45 kgs. And by the way, in the comment section you can let me know, did you ever participated and when was your first competition? Okay, let's see right now the second round. I'm going on the bar and I start with the back lever that is of course a little bit banana, and I'm going for this stupid move. Don't do it right now, it's pretty cringe, but for this year, for that time, it was a way to show that the skills is held easily. Then after that, going for this transition that was called the snake. We were training it with my friends outside, and it was a good way to continue after your first step. After, let's say, learning the muscle up and gaining the initial strength, instead of rushing with the hard skills, it was a good way to actually build some fundamentals. And in fact, that's the idea of this video, not so much to show you random competition 11 years ago, but really to show you what I used to make at this point when I've been training already for 2 years and I was still not rushing for the hard stuff. You can see over here I'm doing just muscle ups, regular muscle ups, then again another transition going over the bar, and those dips were really trendy at this point, this type of side dips, and I can say all those things helped me so much later on. I'll sit here going for this type of rotations on the bar, which in fact have something in common, let's say, with the Hefesto that I did some years later. You can see even here I think I go down for the back lever with bended arms. In fact, that was the preparation for the Hefestos. And at this point I was not even thinking about the Hefesto, because really few people were doing skills like this. So yeah, guys, with this video, as I told you, I really wanted to show you what your level can look like in, let's say, 1.5 or 2 after starting calisthenics, and that there is no need to really rush the process. You can focus on the muscle ups, on this type of transitions, on a back lever, and also something else, there is no need to be perfect from the beginning. For example, you saw my straddle planche, my elbow was like this. Yeah, it's fine as long as you're doing the lower intensity progressions where you're actually focusing on the good form. There is never the perfect time to start competing, and I was actually not so much prepared to this competition. I was 14, the average age was around 17, 18, majority of them were stronger and bigger than me, but I just had to see where I'm placing. Sometimes you need to go through this type of moments to really bring your ego down and to really see that you need to work way more and gain way more experience. And in fact, that experience helped me to get the first place, my first place the next year, 2014. And maybe I will go for a video where I'm gonna go through my set there. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like and the subscribe button, and if you want to support me and you're interested in learning different skills or maybe be coached by me, you can check out the description. All the best, and till the next time.